Good evening, dear students. This is PTG ma'am, and I'm here again with another video. And I'm sure this video will also help you for your upcoming practical examinations. Now, today's video will be for entrepreneurship students, and project topic is market survey. Now, why market survey? Because I have found many a time students being little confused when it comes to market survey and what they are supposed to do in their market survey project file. So, what will you find in this particular video? You will first find a few tips on how to make your project look good and also so that it is authentic. What are the steps you should follow, how you should present your file, what are the things that your file should contain when it comes to the topic of market survey. And other than that, what would you find in this particular video? A few very common important questions which usually are asked during the Viva when we are talking about market survey. So I hope this video will be useful for you, and in case it helps you or you find it good, interesting, whatever, then give it a like. So now let's talk about the file. How should you proceed with your market survey project? Uh, Now, how do you start with it? You first start with giving some general information like market survey, the meaning of market survey, importance of market survey. Okay, what are the ways one can conduct market survey? What are the different types of datas that can be used, like primary data, secondary data? What are the different ways you can conduct your survey? There are different methods of conducting survey. So these are some general information that you should initially put in your project file. Next comes your project topic, that is, on what are you conducting the survey. It could be anything. It could be a comparison between two products. You want to find out which one is more popular or which one is doing better, has a better market standing. It could be that you are taking one particular product and analyzing its position in the market. Like, suppose you go for Bisleri, so you want to find out some information about Bisleri, that why is it so popular, what is its market standing, why is it that in spite of having so many competitor, it still has that name in the market. It could be noodles, which I find very common, like you want to find out, you want to compare Maggie with maybe Top Ramen, and then you have YY noodles and Chings and so many other things, and you just want to compare and see in the market what people are liking. So what is your topic that you have chosen that you should mention, and along with it you should mention the reason why you have taken up that particular product or that particular thing for doing the survey. So your reason and the thing that you have chosen, the product or products or whatever. Next should be, which should be clearly mentioned in your file, is the purpose of your survey. Because see, when we conduct a survey, there can be different objectives we have in our mind. Okay, suppose I'm a beginner, I'm just a budding entrepreneur. In that case, what I would want to know is, if I have thought of a product, I would want to know what kind of product would people like. Before launching my product, I should be aware of what people would want from me, what kind of product, what are the features, the price, the quality, etc. And suppose I'm already an existing entrepreneur, I already have my products in the market, I'm selling it. Now if I'm conducting a survey, my objective will change. Now what I would want to know, I would want to know, I would want to get a feedback from already customers, already my customers who are already there in the market. So what feedback would I need for them, whether they are liking it, if they are liking it, why they are liking it. If they are not liking something about it, then what are the points they are not liking about my product, and why will I need this survey result? Because I will now start incorporating in my product, I will try to modify my product according to the result that I have received from the survey. So you should be very particular about the reason why you are conducting the survey, whether you want to see which one is doing well in the market, or whether you want to see what are its strength, weakness, opportunities or threats, or you want to compare it with five different products and then come to a conclusion, then as per your survey this is the most popular one due to these reasons. So this why are you doing the survey? The purpose of your survey is very, very important. Now, how are you doing the survey? For us, for entrepreneurship students, we are going for questionnaire method, right? So in questionnaire, what happens? You prepare a feedback form. It's better to go for typed feedback form. It looks professional. Okay, you can write it in hand and you can get xerox of that questions also. But I would suggest you first write it, show that to your teacher, get a consent from your teacher that ma'am or sir, I'm trying to put these questions. Are these okay? I'm sure by now your teachers have all guided you what needs to be added or deleted or whatever. So once you get a yes from them, then you can get it in printed format. Questionnaires, how many questionnaires? Minimum 15 questionnaires. Okay, the more the better. Obviously we are not expecting hundreds and thousands of responses, but then don't make it less than 15, and 15 to 20 is a good range. Okay, so you should have so many questionnaires. Now what do you do with those questionnaires? You should give it out to different people. Try to mix categories of people. Now, why I'm telling you to mix the categories of respondents? Because in that case, your datas look authentic, they don't look biased. So try to have different categories, involve different categories coming from different walks of life, try to involve them. Obviously, if it's a very specific product where you are targeting a special category only, or a very definite category, in that case you will ask those people only. But for general products which can be used by almost anyone and everyone, try to get a mixed response, like you mix up your respondents. Who are your respondents? The people who are responding to your questionnaires. सिंपल लैंग्वेज जिसको हम लोग जाके वो क्वेश्चनेस दे रहे हैं, जो कि हमारे क्वेश्चनेस को फिलअप कर रहे हैं, उनको हम लोग रिस्पॉन्डेंट्स कहेंगे. तो फिर इम्पॉर्टेंट क्या हो रहा है कि हम लोग ऐसे झट से जाके तो किसी को नहीं फोर्स कर सकते कि आप मेरा जो क्वेश्चनेयर है उसको आप भर के दीजिए. तो इन दैट केस व्हाट वी हैव टू डू इज वी नीड टू write a letter to the respondent. What is that letter indicating? That is kind of taking permission from the respondent that I will be asking you a few questions. Please fill those questions, and I do ensure and assure you that these questions will only be used for the purpose of the survey, and these your data, your private data, whatever you are disclosing here, will not be used for any other purpose. So you give them this in writing. It's a letter which you need to show to them, and after that you start with your questionnaire process and they start answering your questions. Now this is one part of your survey gets over. Now once you have received all the reply of all the respondents, now you start analyzing your responses. How do you analyze your responses? For your practical file, you need to show it through some bar diagram or pie chart. Okay, pie, I would suggest, it's a little bit complicated, because if you are doing it through pie, you should show the degree calculation also. So only just showing a circle and coloring it doesn't actually give you the full essence of a pie chart. Pie chart is a 360-degree thing, so there has to be the degree wise calculation. Sometimes it will become difficult for you, so I would suggest go for bar diagram. Okay, you can use graph, you can draw the diagrams there, you can also draw it on white paper. That is up to you how you are doing it. Just ensure that your diagrams are neat and well labeled. Can you color them? Yes, you can. Okay, so just make sure that you are specifying your x-axis, your y-axis properly. You have your scale measured well. You are writing everything that is being shown on the diagrams. Okay, and neatness is one thing that will always carry some extra points and some extra marks. So this is on. Now another question that students ask us, कितने क्वेश्चन पे हम लोगों को बार ग्राफ बनाने हैं? जितना ज़्यादा होगा उतना बेहतर है, लेकिन एटलीस्ट यू शुड टेक अप the few very very important questions that you have in your survey. उनके ऊपर बेस करके हम लोगों को जो होता है ग्राफ बनाना है, ताकि हम लोगों को आगे चल के हम लोग उसे एनालाइज कर पाए. ऑल राइट, सो यू ट्राई टू make quite a few bar diagrams so as to make your market survey diagram part authentic. Is printed diagram allowed? See, nothing has been mentioned about whether it's allowed or not. uh, not allowed, okay, but since the file should be handwritten, which has been mentioned, I would suggest go for diagrams which you are doing. Okay, don't get a printed format of the diagrams. It doesn't look good. It shows that you haven't put much of your effort, and sometimes it can affect your marks. So do it yourself. That's the best thing that I can suggest for you. Do it yourself and try to keep it as neat as possible. Now, coming to the last part, now after you have drawn the diagrams, the bar diagrams are all done, then comes your analysis, right? So, from those diagrams, what did you finally conclude? So, actually, the analysis and the conclusion part we are now coming to. So, you have all your responses. From there, you have drawn the diagrams, be it bar diagram, pie diagram, whatever. Now, on the basis of that, you will analyze and come to a final conclusion. Like, so many respondents were asked this question. Out of so many respondents, this number of respondent has said this number of respondent has said this. Therefore, it can be concluded that this product has been chosen by the market due to these reasons. Now, the reasons are also there in your survey. So, like this, now you conclude, and that makes your market survey. If we are talking about your class 12's entrepreneurship levels market survey, obviously when you will go for higher education, their market survey will take a bigger form. So for now, for your class 12's entrepreneurship market survey, this much if you are doing and doing it properly, then I'm sure you will get very, very, very good marks. Okay, I said I would be discussing few Viva questions with you on market survey, but this video is quite long, so I'm not putting the Viva questions into it. I'm making another video for the Viva questions on market survey. Hopefully you will like that too, so do watch that video too. And all the best for your upcoming board practical exams.